If you have $1,500, it's enough money for you to start a small business on a corner of a street. These jobs, unless it's recommended by, and you know, and you have, you've done your due diligence, do not step out of the country to the unknown, because you might come back in a coffin. And many Kenyans have come back in a coffin because they do not know where they are going, because the person who is inviting them disappeared the moment you board that flight. And you find yourself with guys who ask you, you are not told this is what you're coming to do? And then you say, no, but my agreement was I was coming to work in a packaging factory. The government must always take care of Kenyans. If you are a Kenyan and you've been taken for a ride by these jobs, kindly send our SMS or send your vibe to SpiceFM on Facebook or social media spaces where they are, so that people might get to know what's going on in the other side of the world. But it is not always rosy the way you think until you step onto that grass. The grass has never been greener on the other side unless you step on to realize that you are much better in a country where you can do some small business because you had money to travel and pay for the agency. If you can do that, please stick at home. Do not try this thing out of this country. And I've seen so many people still writing to us and telling us, oh, we are listening. Oh, and let me give a big shout out to a couple of guys, of course, who have been with us on this show today. Ken Kenani, you're saying you're listening. Taylor Consultant, you're saying that's ambitious growth of 10%. Love the vision, but execution will be everything. Remind me of Caliban's 96 point about markets rewarding realistic plans over big promises. Rooting for Uganda's economy journey, though. And then Levi Moja, you said you like what you're hearing. Tony really is saying it's very fine for what is going on there. And on our Facebook, there are many people who are still saying they are tuned in. And let me give a shout out the following. Julius Murega, you're saying you're tuned in from Nyeri town. Karibu sana Julius Murega. And Gataya Ayub pamoja sana hapo Muranga County. Karibu sana Gataya from Muranga. We call it M Town. Then there are people, Paul Gasheru, Wiki, Franco Mwangi, Evans Mwendo, and Julius Murega. Karibuni sana for the Spice Drive. It's wonderful having you around, of course. And John Kiriaini, you're saying you are in. Then Nyanokwi Fred, good evening and tuned in from Isebania border. Karibu sana. And Alan Biwot, you're saying you're from Keteng, Nandi Hills. You said we mark you present. Karibu sana. Alan Biwot and more other people here who would like to just give quick shout out to, of course, Alvin Mugane, Genius Chemor Harun, Abdenlik Mohammed Company RK, and of course there are many other people. Bella Tisa, asante sana for joining. Baba Sumta, Frederick Ogembo, and Mwenje Wycliffe, and of course Gilbert Oboge, among others. Keep listening. It's a Spice Drive. Every time, every single day, we give you the best vibes. Not forgetting Jackson Pinye, Prince Iga, Robert Niro, Nikev, Benson Minor, and Paul Gashero. Karibuni sana. For the Spice Drive, we go for news, and when we come back, we bring you another cool vibes. Now, let's invite DJ Cham to give us some of the hits, because now is the time we're getting ready for the party this evening. And Friday being a party day, the music must be up-tempo.